We're here today to see if you can beat Fallout New Vegas' John Wick. This run does take a little bit of setup, so I'll explain how the rules go for this run. We can only carry one of each type of the following weapon at a time. One knife, one revolver, one pistol, one shotgun, one rifle, and one sniper rifle. I decided I was only going to go with one shotgun and one rifle for this run, kind of to mimic John Wick 2. As for ammo, we can only get ammo by buying it from a vendor or picking it up during combat. We can carry no more than 50 rounds of any given type of ammo, and when a gun runs out of ammo, we have to drop it. Next part is we have unlimited caps. John Wick from the movies already did his fight, already collected his money, and can afford pretty much anything he needs to be able to gear up. One of the stipulations, though, is he usually never visits the same place more than once to gear up, so we can only visit vendors once. After that, we can't go back to him. The final thing, some people are going to disagree with and whatnot, but John Wick is extremely experienced in what he does. There's no need to start with a level 1 character, so Goodsprings exploit can be used, which is what I'm in the middle of doing now. That way we can get all the perks and everything we need to start the run off correctly as John Wick. I do have a variant of the rules called Young John Wick, which starts off at level 1. You can choose one of each type of vendor, one weapons and armor vendor, and one health vendor, but you'll only be able to use those ones throughout the run. That's the stipulation on that one. If you want to follow along with the build on this one, I'll drop down in the description the perks you're going to need, the implants you're going to need, the special stats you're going to need, the traits you're going to need, everything that you're going to need for this run, for both Old John Wick and Young John Wick. That way, if you want to follow along, you can. Now, with the run all set up, we head out from Goodsprings towards Prim, stop at the skydiving place to take out a couple of powder gangers. After that, head straight over into the Bison Steve to test out how this run's going to go. Take out the convicts. Not too much of a problem. May have noticed by now I'm using a couple different mods here. The quick loot from Fallout 4, one of the best things they did in that game. Really streamlines the process without needing to jump into menus all the time. Pick up some ammo for a 9mm, just in case I run out of ammo for the 10mm pistol. I can jump right over to picking one of them up. Try to get in that safe to grab Lucky, but I can't. Switch over to the revolver I took off of Joe Cobb. Only got a few shots for it. Come in, miss most of them. This run, the guy actually pulls out his incinerator and flamer to put in some work, which is pretty cool. Usually never grabs it. Guy circled around behind. I missed the last couple of shots with my revolver, so I got to switch over to my 10mm. Whip a bunch of shots there. Able to finally land a couple. Down to 2 shots with it. Toss a stick of dynamite. John Wick's actually known for using them more in a strategic way, explosives, but he still uses them. Take out this last guy, drop my 357 and my 10mm. Ran out of ammo for him, don't need them. Reload shotgun while looting some ammo. Take out the last guy. Still a stupid idea to try to rush someone when they have a gun, but New Vegas is kind of dated. Don't need any money or anything for this run, so just move freely about it, we will. Equip the 9mm in the slot 1. We're good to go. I will be picking up stim packs and other aid off of the enemies, especially since we can only hit up one healing vendor, and I'm going to save that for later on until toward the end of the run. Now we know we're stocked up when we need to. Talk to Beagle, let him free, head upstairs, take care of the rest of the convicts. No idea why these ones are convicts and other ones are powder gangers. Just a strange thing. Guess they didn't want you to be able to piss off the powder gangers here after siding with them in Goodsprings if you did. And yet the ones that hold the jail are powder gangers, which is just strange. Move through here. Don't really need to search any room for anything really. Make sure I didn't pick up too much ammo. We're good. Anytime I do end up with more ammo than 50, I drop the excess ammo. Whip some shots with the 9mm. Seem an awful lot more prone to run in here. Trying out a new VATS replacement. It's a bullet time with like VATS mixed in. Not sure if I like it yet or not. It is different at least. Spice things up a little bit. Take out the last couple of convicts. Loot a little bit more ammo. Head on out. Smooth animations. They are. I like how we figured out that you could do partial reloads. Because that wasn't a thing except for with revolvers and the like in the original base game. Use the varmint rifle, take out a couple more convicts down the road. Never understood if they were attacking the police station which had the Jackals gang members in it or what, but it's just strange. Especially wanting to take place so close to the NCR after you already escaped an NCR correction facility. Debated whether taking a grenade launcher or not, decided not to. Headed up to the outpost. Stopped off at a traveling merchant since traveling merchants travel and the like. Pick up some stim packs from them. Look into ammo and miscellaneous. Also, haven't quite decided if I was going to pick up weapon modifications at this point yet. Head over to the stop and shop or whatever this place is at the outpost. Debate what I should grab, what I shouldn't grab. Eventually decide just some more stim packs. Those are going to be needed throughout the run. A little bit of Radaway just in case I need it. Pick up a box of surplus ammo here, which is 250 rounds. So we drop the excess 200 so that we got 50 rounds excess floating around. That way if we run through the original 50 rounds, we have 50 rounds backup. Not the best for the guns, but we don't really need to worry about weapon durability in this run. Head on down the road a ways to the Vipers. Put the throwing spears to use. Pretty good throwing bladed weapons and the like, so spears work out just fine. Take out the, I think these are Vipers? Jackals. These are Jackals gang members. Take them out. Decide to switch out my long gun here for a cowboy repeater. Now, I decided you are able to pick up other weapons of the same type you already have to be able to fix them. No sense in grabbing a gun that's almost completely destroyed and having it jam up nonstop. He knows his way around taking apart and putting together guns. Go over to piss off the Legion. They throw nothing but spears at me when I first come into it here. It's strange that these Legionnaires here seem under-equipped compared to the level of the normal Legionnaires that I fight here. They usually all have cowboy repeaters, and the one has a ripper. These ones here are just coming at me with machetes and the like, which is strange. I don't know if they're randomized each time, and I just kind of been lucking out with having stronger Legionnaires come after me, but pull out a kitchen knife since we don't have the machete anymore. Put that to work. Easy enough to go through them. Take some more ammo. Grab another cowboy repeater to fix ours. Start taking aid items off of them as well because, again, we're going to need them. Try to find the one that ran in the fire. Can't find him. Circled around me somehow. Strange. Don't need to worry about looting really anything beyond aid items and some ammo when it's needed. Head over here because What's-His-Face didn't come walking out of the building yet. Wondered if he was actually going to be non-aggro, but he's not. Again, bum rushing a dude with a shotgun. Not the best idea on the planet. Pondered if I should take his Ripper or not and replace my kitchen knife with it. Decided against it. Stick to more traditional firearms and weapons for this run. Otherwise, I'd be picking up laser weapons and the like.
Hey there.
Stop off at the traveling merchants that spawn on the bridge and get attacked by Legion. I know for a fact this is not the same traveling merchant I already went to. Because there's always two of them that spawn here, this one and then the other one behind him I also go to. It's at this point I decide, you know what, I'm going to start picking up weapons mods. John Wick's guns, for the most part, are heavily modified. So, might as well grab the weapons mods. We don't need to worry about money this run, so if a vendor has them, I'm probably going to pick them up. If they're for traditional weapons, we're not going to be picking up laser weapons or anything like that. Head on over to Novak. Drop a landmine there to see if the Nightkin's going to step on it when I come back out. Grab the quest from Dusty to take care of the thing that's been killing his cows at nighttime. Head on out, and I get a hit marker, which is also from a mod. And it did. It hit him when he spawned in, which is pretty cool. He didn't pull out his minigun and start shooting. He just kind of runs toward and then away. He also seems more tanky. That's probably because I'm a higher level now. I always wondered if this Nightkin came from the Repcon Center. Figure it probably did. Took 49 rounds of 5mm. Left the minigun. Head down the road a ways, and before we hit the gas station, pick up our next weapon, which is a hunting rifle. Now, if I was going to go with, you could have one like long-distance sniper rifle type, then I'd be able to keep this one as well. I figured more akin to John Wick 2, a shotgun, a rifle, pistol, knife. Usually his operating system there, way he usually goes in and prepares, along with being armored, but at this point we just have, I do believe, 2 ranks in Toughness. Since we're wearing nothing but a black suit here. We will also be picking up the subdermal armor implant and the monocyte breeder, I think it's called. Stop off at the sign here to the lonesome stranger. Stop off at the lonesome drifter so we can grab his mysterious magnum. Well, sure, John Wick wouldn't run around shooting random people for their guns. This is more if you can beat the game while following John Wick's rules. It's really hard to try to act accordingly, especially when you don't really need to interact with 99% of the game at this point. Stop off at the gun runners under the bridge here, pick up a bunch of mods, top off on ammo that we're going to be needing later. No more than 50 rounds of each, though. That way we can just prepare for later. I put an extended mag on this 9mm pistol I have, because why not? And then we head to the gun runners, mark them on the map, come back here later before the end. That way we can fully gear up. Hit up the New Vegas Medical Clinic to get our implants and pick up some supplies while we're here. Considering this all one transaction, right? Because if we're going with only one transaction each, then you can only get like one implant or buy some stim packs. Considering this one visit is how you should look at it. Sprint past the gate guards here in New Vegas, which that's part of the mod I have. Vanilla sprinting. Didn't know that if you get past them, they aggro on you. Which is kind of funny. Picked up a battle rifle and replaced our hunting rifle with it. Hunting rifle was short-lived, but did put in some work.
Hey, fellow.
Head on over to the tops. Easiest thing to deal with them. You know, we got a battle rifle at this point. They're wearing suits. I think Swank is the only one that took like more than one shot. Also, don't know what happens right after I kill this guy. Just kind of explode. I don't remember anyone throwing an explosive. I didn't. It's kind of weird. Kind of funny, though. Benny, for some reason, didn't aggro. So, you know, take him out. Kind of some strange, poignant thing to that, too. After that, go around looting guys. Figured I could probably take the 22 SMG, but in my run, it'd replace the battle rifle. On top of that, only 50 rounds for something like that. Not really worth it. Now, I do take Maria. John Wick would not drop a more modified pistol with a higher capacity for a good-looking pistol. Just preference because it has a better critical hit chance or damage. I don't know, something to do with crits. That and I like the look of it. After that, we head on out. Over to the Gomorrah to say hi. Just, you don't even really need to kill any of these strip casinos if you don't want to. Still testing the bullet time at this point. See if I like it or not. Like a weird hybrid of bullet time and VATS. You hit, it shows like a VATS to hit chance that changes and fluctuates. It's strange. But what I was saying before, you don't need to kill anyone in any of these places. You can go talk to Mortimer and What's-Her-Face, and after that, just leave the White Glove Society. You could just walk into the tops or walk into the Gomorrah and meet them that way. You could, of course, run around and do the long quests related to each one. Make it so that the cannibals aren't running the Ultra Lux and stop the weapons shipments and shit from the Gomorrah, and have the tops side with you to oust Benny and all of that. It's just, for runs like this, where there's already stipulations put on stipulations, there's no need to overcomplicate things, really. Use bullet time here. It's, like I said, I don't really know how to feel of that mod, because normal VATS still works. It's just, I don't know, variety. Variety is always good when it comes to video games. I'm a firm believer that when a sequel to a game comes out, it should have everything the original had, minus the stuff that people have criticized and said doesn't work, and they should always add more onto it. They should never take away from the baseline formula of the game. Always add more, don't take it away. Get Yes Man all set up, and then it's time to go talk to the tribes. I don't go to the fort this time because,
well, thanks for,
quite frankly, I don't think I have the ammo to deal with it.
Listen up. I'm in.
Go get Veronica, meet the Brotherhood, talk to McNamara. Again, not gonna kill the Brotherhood this time. Don't have the ammo to deal with them either. As we're heading to go talk to the Great Khans, we get jumped by the Legion, because the Legion always hates everybody. I decide just to use my combat knife at this point. My melee skill is maxed out, and I do have the perk that bypasses some armor. So the knife hits pretty hard. Take care of them. Decide to go around and loot what weapons and stuff I can from them. This one's carrying a brush gun and some 45-70. There's also a 12.7 millimeter submachine gun, which is like 50 cal or some shit. And then there's a sniper rifle, one of them is carrying, along with a assault carbine. So I grab them all at the same time here so I can easily decide which one I want. If I was doing a normal run like this, where you could have a long gun and a sniper rifle, then I'd consider the 12.7 millimeter submachine gun more of a rifle. then a pistol at that point. I eventually decided to drop that and the assault carbine, and then it's a toss-up between my battle rifle, the sniper rifle, and the brush gun. I eventually just go with the brush gun because it hits like a fucking tank, so drop the battle rifle, drop the sniper rifle. It's easy enough. Still have some throwing spears here too, along with a couple of frag grenades, just in case we need them. As I stumble over my words some. After that, we get the brush gun hotkeyed, drop the other weapons, then we start taking assessment of the ammo we have. Try not to have any more than 50 in any given ammo caliber. Have 58 in 45-70, and we have a couple other miscellaneous ammos that we collected when picking up the other guns here. That way we can make sure we're sticking to the rules and not worrying about it. Drop off all the ammo that's over the amount we need. I did pick up a box of surplus ammo for 9mm. Not 9mm, 5mm, that's the word. Head over to the Great Khans, decide I'm not going to do the runaround for them at the moment. I don't want to mess with Quarry Junction or going finding Melissa. So I go in, start shooting. They're heavily outfitted here. Was going to pick up that hunting shotgun, but Papa Khan grabbed it, so take him out. Pick up the shotgun, automatically drop our caravan shotgun to hotkey that one. Different ammo type, so we don't have much ammo for it. But I did pick up some flashettes and some dragon breath with it, so we don't need to worry about running out of ammo just yet. Take out Carl here. I do not like that guy. Run around to the other Great Khans that were in here, pick up a couple other guns. The hunting revolver, which the quick draw animation with the animation Hitman put in makes it just absurdly fast. Also grab a trail carbine because I might want to switch out my brush gun with it. Pick up a 2.7mm pistol. Kind of staying away from these, but since I've realized the weapons are showing up in the leveled lists now, since everything's catching up with my level, might as well use them. Run down through the ammo, make sure I'm not carrying too much of anything. We seem good. Have 7 more than we need for that, so we drop the excess. Go deal with the rest of the cons outside. Pick up a couple more 12 gauge rounds. Deal with the cons outside, head on over to the boomers. Talk to them. Again, not really going to kill off any of the factions. It's kind of a live and let live situation here. At this point, I figure since we're almost in the end game, we might as well outfit ourselves proper. So I hit up the gun runners, pick up a riot shotgun, all the mods I can carry, outfit the anti-material rifle I picked up with a bunch of mods, same with the hunting revolver, pick up as much ammo as we can, up to 50 rounds of each variety there. That way we can deal with it that way. Again, if you're going with the normal rules, you could also grab like an assault carbine with some ammo. Hit up Mick and Ralph just to make sure I'm not leaving anything else on the table. Realize he has a unique variant of the 12.7mm called Little Devil, so I get that equipped. Also pick up some C4. Don't do anything with the C4 because he doesn't have a detonator. Head to the Dorito substation, put the hunting revolver to use along with a stick of dynamite. Can't pass up the opportunity to take out a bunch of them all at once. Power the substation. Head back to Yes Man, in which case we're ready to go.
Great. So it turns out.
So we start the Battle of the Hoover Dam. The Great Khans are, of course, running in because I didn't kill all of the lieutenants or whatever. It's fine. You see him like twice in the entire battle. Put the 12.7mm to work. Find it strange how this gun's actually supposed to work, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Ran out of ammo for it. Drop it. Double check I don't have any extra ammo for it. So I drop it. Use the riot shotgun at this point. Getting crippled left, right, and center this run because, again, we're wearing a suit. We're wearing a suit. We have some subdermal implants along with the toughness perks. Nothing that can be done. Go and deal with the NCR standing in front of the controller room. Decide before I go in, take out everyone down the hallway where I might need to go. End up heading in the wrong direction because since I have to blow up the dam instead of activating the dam, it's in a different area for some reason. Also, don't know why there'd be... I guess Yes Man technically overloads it somehow. But I thought overloading a dam system like this would make it so that you put power into it instead of overdraw power from it. Although putting too much of a load on the dam would literally just lock everything up, now that I'm thinking about it. Not sure how it would explode though. Maybe catch fire. Like if you hold a fan still too long. Anyway, I don't get how it explodes. Moving on from dealing with the NCR here. Using Dragon's Breath now since I ran out of normal ammo. We overload the dam. Move on from that. Gonna head the wrong direction, but that's fine. Head outside dealing with Centaurians using anti-material rifles and the like. One of the reasons why I did pick up the anti-material rifle is because they usually have ammo. That way I wouldn't run out of ammo when I got here, but kinda over-prepared. Take out the Praetorian Guard. Use the last couple of shots of my shotgun on his corpse. Pull out the hunting revolver, which does a lot of work here. Toss a stick of dynamite, just kind of Hail Mary, and it pisses off the Legate, which I thought was funny. I wanted to go all true assassin, whatnot. As soon as you come past the gate, he spawns in, so you can back out of it, run over by where the tents are, line up a shot with like an explosive anti-material rifle while sneaking, and probably take him out in one shot. At this point, I'm trying to cripple his legs with the weird vat system, and that just kind of not working. So I aggroed the whole camp at this point, and the only thing I don't like about doing it this way instead of just a one-on-one fight is the people with the marksman carbines and the assault carbines that just pepper you with bullets non-stop. It's just annoying. Like, sure, I get it, he's not going to fight fair, but one of the biggest gripes I have is either all of the Legion should be outfitted with this equipment, or none of them should be outfitted with this equipment. Why, on God's green earth, would you give your foot soldiers and whatnot a fucking lawnmower blade with a handle and some football pads and a motorcycle helmet and a skirt, and expect them to put in the same amount of work and be as deadly as a dude with a fucking automatic rifle, right? It's just stupid. Stupid and inconsistent. Gripes with the Legion aside, this one here was kind of fun. Mostly just blind firing as much ammo as I can into the group of Legion soldiers that's chasing me. A bunch of them surrender and run off, which is weird. I didn't know they could do that. Now, the bullet time VATS thing is kind of growing on me by this point. Need to just kind of sort it out. Take out the Legate right there because he was getting on my nerves. I can't be knocked down. I have the Stonewall perk for this occasion. Guys with the assault carbines are just annoying. Trying to figure out where the last of them run off to so I can deal with them. Drop pretty much everything else since I'm out of ammo. Take out the anti-material rifle, just put in some work right here before the end. Didn't want to rely on it too much. You can, again, one-shot damn near everything with it. Take out what's left of the Legion right there. Come over here, grab an assault carbine, throw an incendiary grenade from the Legate at the door. I was mostly hoping it'd go off after the cutscene. Taking out, you know, the General and the NCR. Tell the General we're gonna kill him. Try to start shooting straight away. I get staggered out of it. Not able to shoot. Come over here. Start blasting as I go in. The Securitrons always take out the Rangers. Try to shoot Yes Man. It's giving me hit markers, so it's making me think that I can actually, you know, damage him. You can't at this point. Tried it before. But I figured since there's no Securitron army outside, can I run for the gate and make it out the gate? Because that'd be interesting if you could. You're not supposed to be able to, but it'd be interesting nonetheless. You can't. You can't. And with that, it's the end. And yes, you can in fact beat Fallout New Vegas' John Wick. Thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe.